Welcome to Change Your Focus, a mindfulness podcast designed to inspire and center you. I am Dr. Sayiba Aiko, your host and transformational life coach, life integration specialist, and mindfulness practitioner. As a sickle cell warrior, my journey to educate myself on natural and holistic health practices was inspired by my personal health challenges. My career path eventually led me to becoming a certified life coach, supporting individuals as they discover their purpose, transcend health challenges, and live authentic lives. Join me every week as I guide you through a 10-minute breathing meditation and insight session that will leave you feeling relaxed, refreshed, and de-stressed. Greetings and welcome to episode 20 of Change Your Focus, a mindfulness podcast designed to inspire and center you. I am Dr. Sayiba Aiko, your host and transformational life coach, life integration specialist, and mindfulness practitioner, here to empower you to transform your life one mindful decision at a time. I also encourage you to be mindful of the products you use on and in your body, as well as the products you use around your home. Today's episode is about vulnerability.
To maximize the full effects of this mindfulness practice, using stereo headphones in a safe and quiet location is highly recommended.
Now I invite you to contemplate this quote by Dr. Brené Brown. Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. I'm reminded of my path to being more vulnerable. I had to build my courage muscle by being brave, putting myself out there, and taking the risk to let myself be seen by everyone on social media. After thinking about doing this for quite some time, I sort of spontaneously decided to show up live on Instagram one day. I was nervous, my voice was trembling, and I did it anyway. Much to my surprise, friends actually tuned in and engaged with me, and they encouraged me to keep doing it. Afterwards, it felt good because of the confidence I gained from accomplishing the task, regardless of how I thought people would receive and perceive me. After the encouragement from others, I decided to start showing up on Instagram Live every Monday to share my favorite all-natural products. And as I developed my routine, the information flowed naturally and I felt more comfortable. I must say, it was scary, exciting, and challenging. And had I thought too much about how I would be perceived or if I would be welcomed on social media, I probably would have suffered from analysis paralysis. It has been so rewarding to take the leap of faith, exercise vulnerability, and put myself out there. Interestingly, since I've started on this journey, universe has opened up so many good things for me by aligning me with wonderful people to learn from and opportunities to grow my business. Another way that I have practiced vulnerability is by choosing to be honest and transparent in relationships. One of the 5 pillars of Integr8 Lyfe is authenticity. Authenticity requires vulnerability, the courage to be my authentic self wherever I go. I used to have my guard up with all sorts of walls and boundaries. However, I put up these walls to shield myself from being hurt. On one hand, I could safeguard my emotions and imperfections, and on the other hand, I noticed that these things were keeping me from experiencing the types of relationships I truly desired. As I was emotionally unavailable, I kept attracting emotionally unavailable people into my life. After experiencing failed relationships, I became curious about the outcomes I was getting, and Divine showed me clearly that it all started with me. Who I was merely being reflected back to me, and I didn't like it. So, through my Sacred Woman journey, I began to work on my femininity and became curious about why I had this tough exterior. With the support of a counselor and various relationship experts, I began to do the emotional work to slowly adjust my mindset, heart, words, and perspective. And I sincerely prayed and meditated on the type of woman I desired to become. And for the first time, I was experiencing relationships that had real depth and felt good to my soul. While there is continuous work to do in order to maintain the good relationships that I have developed, I now know that being vulnerable actually makes it easier to build trust and sets the foundation for lasting relationships. I also understand that vulnerability makes me stronger because it takes great courage. So, as you contemplate today's quote, I invite you to make yourself comfortable as we prepare to connect to our breath and meditate by sitting on the floor cross-legged or in a chair with your feet flat on the floor to ground yourself. Your spine will be straight and your neck an extension of your spine. Now close your eyes. Inhale slowly, deeply into the diaphragm. Hold at the top. And exhale slowly. We'll do that again. Inhale slowly, filling the diaphragm. Hold at the top. Good. Then exhale slowly. A couple more times. Inhaling slowly. Holding at the top. And exhaling slowly. On your own, twice more. Excellent. Now release this breath and continue breathing at a slow pace that feels good for you. And with your eyes closed, imagine a white light from above. Allow this white light to fill your entire body. Then see it expanding beyond your physical body into a bubble around you. Then imagine it expands to fill the space that you're in. Then see this white light filling your entire building, then your entire city, and now your state, and then your country. And now see this white light filling the entire earth. And imagine it stretches beyond. Now see yourself standing in the center of a room. On one side, there's your comfort zone. You see yourself surrounded by all the things that you keep doing to play small. All the things that keep you from expanding beyond what feels safe. Your habits, your thoughts on replay, people, and any other limiting items that prevent you from expanding into the fullness of your soul. Really see those things. Observe those thoughts of lack, the non-truths that you buy into to keep playing it safe, the stories you create to rationalize why you shouldn't take a risk and try something new. See the people who surround you that also add to your fear of stepping outside of your comfort zone. Those whose judgments you may fear. See it all on one side of the room. And take a deep breath. Notice how that feels. Then, on the other side of the room, see the things you imagine and perhaps let slip away. See the dreams you stopped dreaming, the dreams you don't talk about or explore, the ideas that you keep planted in your head where it feels safe. See the growth, adventure, and expansion that those things invite. And see yourself leaning into all the beautiful invitations to grow, learn, be more vulnerable, and become more of who your soul desires to be. And notice how it feels. Even through the fear, see yourself doing those things that your soul yearns for and dreams of. And notice how it feels. Notice the rewards that you reap from being brave and courageous. Continuing to see yourself on this side of the room, being vulnerable, and you notice that it's not a bad thing after all. Notice yourself feeling safe to be vulnerable because you know that if you give it, it can never be used against you. Did you ever imagine you could do such? Notice how your courageousness helps others. Continue to look on that side of the room. Really see your expansion, being a light for others to accept the invitation to expand. See your guiding light as you rise to the challenges and create what you desire in life. No matter what it is, a healthier diet, traveling the world, writing a book, becoming a blogger, starting a YouTube podcast, creating your own NFT project, or starting your own business, committing to a relationship, choosing to show up with integrity in relationships. Simply notice. How does it feel? And take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Then right where you are, standing in the center of the room, with your eyes closed, feeling the energy of both sides of the room. One side, you continuing to play it small. The other side, you being courageous and doing new things to see different results. Which side do you want to align with moving forward? Take a deep breath and see yourself aligning with the energies that feel joyful, exciting, liberating, expansive, boundless, and refreshing. And take another deep breath. Taking all this in, when you are ready, I invite you to slowly come back into your body, returning into this space and opening your eyes when you are ready. Now, to complete our mindfulness session for today, please affirm by repeating after me. I am courageous. Good. Let's say that again. I am courageous. Great. One last time. I am courageous. Beautiful. I invite you to be mindful, breathe deep often, and contemplate ways you can exercise courage and be vulnerable. Remember, mindfulness is always available to us every minute of every day. May you use each minute to be mindful. I am Dr. Sayiba Aiko, your transformational life coach, life integration specialist, and mindfulness practitioner, here to empower you to transform your life one mindful decision at a time. I also encourage you to be mindful of the products you use on and in your body, as well as the products you use around your home. If you found this podcast through social media, please share which platform in the comments below. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe on all social media platforms to follow my journey. And join my exclusive community on Patreon at Integr8 Lyfe. Thank you for tuning in, listening, engaging, and being mindful with me today. Namaste. Be sure to tune in next week for episode 21. It's all about awareness. What are you teaching? If you found any of this information helpful, useful, you'd like to explore more mindfulness practices, or you're growing through something in your life and you'd like support, click the link below to book a one-on-one discovery call with me so we can see how I can best support you.